Good evening and welcome to another edition of Kim's Corner. I'm Kim Brown, your host, and today I have with me Mr. Marvin Cratch. How are you?
Pleasure, Miss Kim. How are you?
It's funny, and today, actually, I didn't know who was going to be on my show today, and I'm surprised because I've been in your company before. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Marvin. I've been in promotions and advertising for quite some time, but now I'm in a different arena, which is serving the kingdom, and I'm just an average person that loves the Lord and doing what I do out in the community. I'm a community-based person. Helping people around the neighborhood is what I do.
So what do you do to help people in the neighborhood?
Well, first we empower them to whatever means necessary from the streets, helping them with, from the life of addiction. I help people with that lifestyle, being reinserted into life. Also, I help them with the Christian part of it, introduce them to the faith and helping them find the direction that they want to go in.
Okay. So you're having something on September 28th.
Yes.
I see Unity Day.
Yes, it's called the Second Chronicle, 7:14, Healing of the Land. If our people seek Him and to humble themselves to Him, He will come and heal our land. So we have all the different churches, all the different denominations coming together in prayer.
Okay, so is this the first time that you're doing something like this?
No, last season I had the pleasure of being asked by my pastor to challenge me to try to see what I can do to help the community. So we had a house divided couldn't stand on Avon Avenue, and we had 5,000 people that showed up last season.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And when was it last year?
September 1st.
Okay.
Yes.
So you did this event.
Yes.
This is your second?
This is my second event of this nature.
Okay.
But I have done other events streetwise and everything, but never to the capacity that is being done now.
Okay. What other events have you?
Well, I did concerts, entertainment back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who?
Peppermint Lounge.
Oh, the Peppermint. So I was talking to I was talking with somebody about the Peppermint the other day because that building is gone now. They tore it down, and it's sad we don't keep like history and legacy. We don't keep things going like that.
Right.
So.
Well, it goes way back. Mr. Howard is probably turning over right now, looking at what they did to that place. Because the history goes back. Everyone that was in entertainment, everyone that was somebody went through that Peppermint.
All right, name me some.
George Benson, Phyllis Hyman, Stephanie Mills. See, I owned a company called the Entertainment Network, so we did all the events at the Peppermint.
Oh, okay.
My focus was local talent. So you asked what I do for the community. I just take unknown artists and help them become known. We started with Tisha Campbell,
yeah.
Mona and David Campbell's daughter. We also had
her mom sang too. Yeah, I know her mom.
Her mother was one of my singers, Mona. Yes, Mona Ray. Also, we had Faith Evans. We had her when she was 11 years old.
Oh, really?
Yes. We put Faith through the process. So we had a lot of experience working with artists. Brian Anquay, C.C. Rogers, a lot of them came right through there.
Wow, so do you do that anymore?
I haven't done it in 30
I
years.
sing live.
I did it for 30 years. But the best part about what you're doing, Miss Kim, is we have a young lady that works with us named Tanya Champagne, who's our entertainment person on our team. And we aligned ourselves with some great people this season to do some great things. And she's one that handles entertainment, singers, whatever you do, we have someone to answer that for you.
Really? Yeah. So you're still involved with it?
Still involved with it. If it's something that can help the community, help someone elevate to another level, yes, we are.
Okay. Well, do you go to schools? How do you find your talent?
Well, actually, it's word of mouth advertising. Also, if I happen to walk down the street and see somebody that sounds good, just like me and my partner, Miss Adrian Wilson, was at church one day, and I heard a guy singing. We didn't see where it was at. He was like a block away. And I walked down until I found this guy, a phenomenal singer. So you'll get to see him on this event.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So what kind of entertainment are you going to have?
Well, we're going to have, today, it's going to be something great, something unique because it's never been done. Where we're going to have, at one stage, it's going to be like a kid zone where children are going to focus on a lot of things they're doing. We're going to have singing from hip-hop to R&B to gospel to praise singers. We're going to salute to everyone that's in the business. Whatever they're doing, we're going to enhance it right there. But it's going to be clean, it's going to be fun, it's going to be entertaining.
Okay. You know, it's funny. We had this discussion because we had the radio on. And we only have like one radio station now, really, that
Yes.
plays like R&B now. I don't know why. We
BLS.
have a lot of black people that have a lot of money, and we don't have a radio station. Or do we have a sneaker company? Or do we have any of those things? But, that's
Well,
neither
I'll
here
tell
nor
you.
there. I really don't understand why. I don't, but...
Any city broadcast owned, BLS and KISS owned the same stations, so they figured it wasn't profitable for them to have two stations because they were competing against themselves.
We don't even have like a jazz station. I remember years ago we used to have
BGO.
WRVR.
Cool
And they played a lot of
101.9.
a lot of progressive jazz on RVR, and then that's right, we had CD 101,
101.9.
and then that's gone. So we do like have BGO, but they do a little talk radio, and they don't have, a lot of jazz all the time.
See,
So.
it changed up a lot, but you know what? It's on the comeback. We just need people to, like I always say, mind your own business, set up your own radio stations, do your own programs. You don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, because now you have a lot of satellite radio too, because it's a lot of people I know, like some DJs, they play on, what's that, freepartymusic.com and
Right.
some other, can I say that? I can say that, right?
But the best part about September 28th is that's a day that people will remember for a long time, and I want you all to remember this. On September 28th, things are going to change as we normally do things. For one is, never before have anyone ever came together the way we're coming together, Kim. I mean, the greatest joy that I received was when the Archdiocese was talking to me about Catholics, Christians coming together, something they've never been doing. And just like the music that we're trying to do, we have praise singers. We have everyone coming out on that day, just salute that day. And it's a powerful feeling just to see that it's coming to life, from pen to actual visualizing it happening, and the way the phones are jumping off the hooks, the way people are coming out, saluting and supporting this event.
Okay, what number can they call?
609-216-6976 or 973-666-6042.
Okay.
And it depends on what you want, but those are the main two numbers. You could ask for myself, Marvin Cratch, or Adrian Wilson. One of the two of us will be more than happy to guide you to the right direction. Or you can go on the website to the Power of One, unityday.org. That's the way to go. It has everything self-explanatory. There's a video. There's a application process. There's a sponsorship process. There's an artist and performance process. Whatever your needs are, your one-stop shop is right there at unityday.org, the Power of One.
So what made you come up with this concept for Unity Day?
Well,
I know they have one in Irvington.
right. Well, actually, thank you, but Irvington came out after we came out last year because it was such a powerful effect to the community, because the whole purpose was to shut down the violence for one day. There was a lot of shootings going on in Avon Avenue. Matter of fact, I was a member of Good Samaritan Church. I was sitting in the church and a bullet came through the window. And after that day, we decided that it was enough. We went to the streets. I mean, you can't be fearful when you're serving a high and mighty. You got to believe and trust that he got you covered by the blood. So we went out and talked to the community. So at that point, we decided to shut everything down for one day. The community got behind us. They cleaned up their own community. They supported their community. And even to this day, they're coming to support us with this. Can we help you get this together? Can we do this? Can we do that? I've never seen it before. And at the end of that event, the whole community got behind us and cleaned up the streets. So the city didn't have to worry about cleaning. And there was no violence going on for about a week or 2 weeks later. Then it stopped. But with the Power of One Foundation, what we're trying to create is something that's going to go ongoing, something that continues. September 28th is just the beginning. It's not the date that it's going to go, because it's going to go beyond that date. We're going to do everything in our power through the community-based projects that we're working with. There's over 400 churches in the city of Newark. We're reaching out to all 400 of these churches. And we got a staff.
Well, is that many in Newark?
Yeah, it's more than that. I just gave you the minimum. It's 400. So we're reaching out to all 400 of these churches. If you can't send but one person, that's 400 people. But if you send 10 people, that's 4,000 people. So our goal is to put 10,000 people in prayer, in support, in harmony, doing things for one reason. That is to uplift our neighborhood and our community. And that's what we're doing here on Avon Avenue, September 28th, 2013, from 8 to 8. That's the place to be.
Why do you think some of the people in our community are so, I guess, downtrodden? What do you think, what are the effects? What are the causes, I should say.
One of the causes is they lost hope.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped believing. They don't have nothing to support them, to show them. Just like if you rehabilitate a community, you leave that community lost. Then you don't show them how to fend for themselves. Like I always say, if you teach a person to fish, you can feed your family. If you give you a fish, you feed your family. If I teach you how to fish, you can do everything. You can teach everyone. You can do the whole thing. So what we're trying to do is teach people how to live in their community. Teach them how to mind their own business. Nobody could pay you what you're worth, but if you do your own thing, you can create your own wealth by doing it the right way. And that's basically what I've been doing for years. I've been self-employed because I believe no one could pay me what I'm worth.
Yeah, and you have to be self-employed now, because I know in the job market isn't really nothing out there. And I talk to people all the time, and they was like, I can't find anything. It's like they can't find a part-time job. They can't find anything. And it's funny because when you go into some establishments and you see the people that they have working there, and then we like, wow, why? But, and I told everybody, I said, you have to start thinking of being an entrepreneur and doing something on your own, because it's really nothing out here.
But you know what though, Miss Kim, the best thing to do is teamwork makes the dream work. When you get the right person with you, the right support system around you, you could defeat any poverty situation. You could defeat any negative situation.
Thank you, Rick.
Because you got all the right chemistry around you. With the right chemistry, no one could beat you.
Okay.
And that's the way I believe in. That's what I support, and that's what we're teaching all our people that's surrounded with UnityDay.org. We're teaching everyone to go out here. If I can get 10 people, you get 10 people, they get 10 people. It ain't who I know, it's who you know. Because if everyone you know, you might have a superstar sitting back there waiting for an opportunity to grow. And that's
okay, you know what? I'm going to stop you right there. On that note, we'll pick it up when we come back. We're going to hear a word from our sponsors. Stay tuned.
Hey, better watch Kim Corner. Don't you touch that down.
And we're back, and I'm here with Mr. Marvin Cratch, and we were talking about Unity Day that you're going to have on September 28th. And where is it going to take place? It's on Avon Avenue?
It's going to start from, let me see this flyer for a second. It's going to start from Bergen Street to Avon Avenue, all the way to South 14th Street in Avon Avenue. We're going to impact that community with a lot of events. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a festive occasion, an educational occasion. It's going to be a lot of praying. It's going to be a lot of honoring. We're going to just have a salute to the kingdom and have a great time. Come on out September 28th. That's September 28th from 8 to 8.
That's
right
what I was
here
going to ask you.
on
What time
Avon
is the
Avenue.
event?
From 8 to 8 is non-stop fun, non-stop activity, and it only starts when you get there. So come on out September 28th. That's this September 28th from 8 to 8 from Avon Avenue, from Bergen Street to 14th.
Well, I'm sure that a lot of the candidates should be coming through, because we have a lot of people that's running. Newark's got like 1,000 people that's running for office. It's like 1,000 people that's running. It's like I'm going to have all 1,000 of them on Kim's Corner.
But Kim, you know what it is?
At some point. It's some people who are out in the community all the time, and it's some people who are only out in the community when it's time to be elected. And you could tell, So
what
go
it
ahead,
is, Kim, Newark is a lucrative city. Newark is the biggest city in the state of New Jersey. And one thing about it is, it's such a landmine, a gold mine. That's why you got the Prudential building, the PAC, and all these other companies coming in. Even Marriott put a building right there on Broad Street. They wanted
Panasonic. I didn't even know Panasonic was here yet. It's here already.
PSE&G. These companies, they know the value of Newark. See, back in the day, Newark was such a great city then, but the people moved out and moved to the hills because they thought it was better. Flooded areas and everything else, but where the jobs was right here. So everything is coming back to Newark. But like what we have to do is we have to mine our own cities. We have to run our cities. And the only way to do it is start now, like what we're doing. We're planting seeds. And as these seeds grow, they're growing with our own people running our own businesses. That's how you do it. You can't go in and ask for nothing. You can't give me what I can give myself. So if I'm giving my own self an opportunity to grow, that's what we're doing. And we're growing everything right here in Newark.
What gave you this concept though? What made you decide to come up with Unity Day?
Prayer, a lot of praying, a lot of situations where I'm sick and tired of being tired. And the main thing was, like I said earlier, my pastor, Brian Rawls Sr., challenged me to do something different. He said, you can't talk about a politician if you didn't vote.
That's
you can't
right.
talk about the community if you ain't out there doing something about it. So I went out about it, and I teamed up with a young lady, Miss Wilson, and we sat back. She's also a minister, and she talked to me, and she's helped me, geared me in the right direction. And the next thing you know, we just blew up with this business, and it hit me in a way that I didn't expect to be doing what I'm doing, but it was laid on my heart, and every day it just keeps continuously growing. So I know it's not me. I'm being guided in the direction that I'm guiding. And a lot of pastors have teamed up with what I'm doing because they said it's bigger than what I've ever thought it to be. To me, I was just trying to make sure this year was different than last year. And so much different that isn't elevated. I mean, this time last year, I was nervous, running around, what's going to happen. Right now, I know that it's blowing up in a way that it's supposed to. We got every department covered. We got all the people out doing what they got to do, and all we're doing now is reaching the churches, reaching the masses, reaching the media, and we're just sitting back waiting for September 28th so that it will unfold. Because I'm telling everybody God is coming to Avon Avenue on September 28th. And the reason why I know he's coming, because if he's in us and we're there, that's where he's at. So on the 28th, be there.
Okay. So you're going to go forward with this event. You said after this event, it's not going to stop.
No, it's not going to
With just
stop.
Unity Day, that you're going to be doing some other things in the community. What things are you going to keep doing in the community to try to keep that mindset with the people?
Well, the main thing we're going to do is we're going to find some key people that want to, like I said, it's going to create jobs and opportunities for people that want to grow. And you can't do it by yourself. Nobody can build it by themselves. We want to find like-minded people. If you want to do something, you want to be successful, you hang around successful people. You want to be a builder, you hang around engineers and builders. So we're going to find some key people that also have key ideas, because when he gave you one idea, he gave someone else that same idea. So you got to collectively find these people, bring them all together under the same umbrella, and work together, something that we can't that's a problem, where people don't want to work together. You got to find like minds that's not no chiefs, no Indians, but we're all in this circle together. Because what I do is, it's not about me, I'm just the messenger. The message is what's being laid out there, the message is what's being received. I'm just a messenger, I do my part. I'm not a chief, I'm just like everyone else. If you got a better idea, tell me, I'll back your idea, because I want you, in order for me to back you, you got to back me, I got to back you. So if we backing each other and supporting each other, you can't lose.
So have you found sponsors for
Well,
the
we have
event?
some sponsors, but we're seeking more sponsors.
Okay, has Prudential or PSENG or any of these companies that are based in Newark now, have you reached out to any of them for help?
Actually,
sponsorship?
we're seeking support from them now. We're sending support letters and sponsorship letters to all these major players that takes money from the city of Newark. If you're making money in Newark, we figure you're our client. You're already receiving income from it, so why not give back to where you're receiving? And that's what it's all about. We're going to go after each and every one of them to try to get them to support what we're doing. And if you can't do it in one way, do it in another way. If you can't do it in a monetary way, do it in some supplies. Do it in something that will
like
help us.
T-shirts
or
things like that.
sponsor book bags, or sponsor something for a kid. Do something that's going to help a child grow. Because that's what it's all about. It ain't about us. It's about saving those that's coming after us. Because that's what's killing our city, the fact that they don't have nowhere to go.
They don't.
They have nowhere
And they don't
to
have
go.
a lot of opportunities, and I think some of them really don't know how to be entrepreneurs, and if they are entrepreneurs, they're selling the wrong thing. So,
See, just like I'm glad you said that, because also in our project is a program. We may have changed. I have to check with my partner. I think the name was changed, but it's still the same. I called it KidCo, which is teaching kids how to be entrepreneurs. Because in the white community, they teach their kids how to run a business. We teach ours how to work a business. We have to change the mindset of the way we're teaching our kids. And we teach you that you can be that boss. You can hire Johnny. You can hire Sue. You can hire Leroy. You can be the one that write that paycheck. But see, that's where we have to go. And that's what we're guiding things through. That KidCo program is going to be instituted through the foundation. We're going to teach the young kids how to be bosses.
Okay.
Teach them how to run their own affairs. We're not going to run it. We're going to let them run it. But we're going to guide them along the way to show them the way to do it.
It's funny, a few years ago I did a show with a group of sisters, supporting our sisters, and they mentor youth and basically young women, and they put on a program that they did at JFK. And they got an occupation. They gave them an occupation. They gave them a paycheck. And then they had different stands set up. And it was like teaching them how to count, like how to do math. And it was an educational event for them. And then they got a paycheck. And then they had to like pay their cable bill, or, you know, if they wanted to go shopping to buy sneakers. And they had to see who had the most money at the end, to see who like frivolously threw away their money. And I thought it was just a good thing to do for the children, because we used to have banking in school. They don't have banking in school anymore. We used to get our bank books, I think it was on Monday. We put our money in there, and on Tuesday or Wednesday we got our bank books back. They don't even do anything like that. They don't have banking. So we're not starting the kids out like we used to, with that advantage that other communities start their kids out with.
Let me ask you something. I don't know how much time we have left, but I just like to say, I cannot stay and take full credit for all things, because behind every good person, there's someone better that's back there in the background making a lot of scenes. I like to introduce that person, if it's possible with you.
Sure. Well, you can tell us her
Tell
name.
us about her.
us
Her name is Miss Adrian Wilson. She's
Uh-huh.
a phenomenal leader that's doing she's my program coordinator. She's making sure that everything runs on a chain, like just continuously running.
Well, you know how women are. You know, we get things done.
Yeah. Well, it definitely makes it happen. I just want to
She's
send
so
kudos
solid.
out to her, because she's done a phenomenal job. Even when I'm doing other things, she's making sure she's maintaining. So I figure as leaders and anything we do, we got to give credit where it's due. So I like to give credits to her right now, and to the phenomenal team that surrounds us. I mean, that's the best part about what we're doing. It's my teamwork. Like I said,
And
teamwork.
you need a team.
Teamwork make the dream work, and that's
You
real.
need a team.
But I am excited about Unity Day. I'm excited about September 28th. I'm excited about September 28th. And I know it's going to happen, because the power of one, unityday.org is the website, but the Power of One Foundation is something that's here to stay. So get used to hearing that power of
The
one.
power of one.
Unity Day, the Power of One Foundation. We're here to stay. That's all I want to say.
Give us. I know you're not going anywhere. Give us that number again.
That number is 609-216-6976. And once again, or 973-666-6042.
So you need vendors for this event.
Yes, we do.
too.
We
They can
need
call.
vendors. We need artists. We need actors. We need praise dancers, singers, even musicians. I mean, if you can get in, fit in where you can get in, we need your support. So just come on out and support this system, because you know what? It's all about your community, and we're here for the entire community. So come on out. Once again, that's Unity Day, September 28th. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good. You're promoting it, but I want to thank you for coming on my show. And it's funny how you see people all the time. You really don't know where you're going to meet again, where you're going to see them at again. So when I saw you come in the door, I was like, I know him too. I know him.
And we funny. We sit down at breakfast. We talk, and I heard you once say you had a show, and I said, "Hey, that's great." I was like, one day I got to get on her show.
Yeah,
and that day is here.
And we're gonna do some more promotions right now. See the bling
go
on
ahead.
the pinky
Bling,
ring.
bling, bling.
And the Artisan Collective. I always want to thank the Artisan Collective for having me here, 25 Halsey Street, downstairs. I didn't hear you, Jerry Lee. Downstairs, because they always correct me. Lower level, and they have some beautiful things here. They do bags and everything. They do this. Everything is handmade. Most of the pieces are one-of-a-kind pieces. So Kim's Corner, I'd like to thank them. Kim's Corner wants to thank you. Come out Unity Day, September 28th. I want to thank everybody for watching Kim's Corner, and keep the peace.